Hello everyone, Quintickle here with another video, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite formulas and the way that I've made it simpler. I might not be the first one to think of this, but I think it's interesting to see this. So the way we calculate the formula of Heron, we have P is equal to A plus B plus C all over 2. And P stands for semi-perimeter. Okay, so that's all well and good. And the way we calculate the formula of Heron is P multiplied by P minus A multiplied by P minus B, everything multiplied by P minus C. And this is equal to the area of the triangle that has the sides as A, B, and C. Sides. Okay, these are the sides, A, B, and C. And to calculate its area, we could use the Heron formula. But I thought of rewriting this formula because it seemed very harsh to me. I mean, it's hard for a kid to understand how the formula works. And so I decided to create a much more intuitive formula that can be used much more easily. So we've got A, B, C as a triangle, and we've got the points. This is C, this is A, this is B. No, this is B. This is B, and this is A. Good, so we've got all these. Now, the way to do this is actually very simple. So I did it as the C one, but we're going to keep it like this. I did it as the C, but I'm going to do it for this tutorial as A. So the way that I calculated my formula is I said, let there be a height coming from A into BC. So this is perpendicular. Okay? And let's say this is, I don't know, H. That is H. And we're going to write BH. Well, I wrote it ugly. Okay, BH. This is going to be X. Let me get an eraser real quick. Quickly going to erase A and H. Good. And we're going to have H. This will be X. And this will be A minus X. So we're going to say that the height, AH is equal to C squared minus X squared, according to the Pythagorean theorem. And AH is also equal to B squared minus A minus X everything squared. Good. Now, since AH is equal to AH, we can say that C squared is equal to B squared, minus A squared plus 2AX minus X squared. And minus X squared here as well. Good. So, the X squared is going away because we add everything by X squared. And we're left with C squared is equal to B squared minus A squared plus 2AX. Good. So now we're going to put these in the opposite direction, and we get 2x is equal to C squared minus B squared plus A squared all over 2A. And I'm going to remove the 2 over here, because it's easier that way. Good. So we've got this so far. We know how much is X. Then what we're going to do is take this and say that C squared minus B squared plus A squared all over 2A, everything squared, and C squared minus this thing, the square root of all of this, is going to be equal to the height because the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so what we're going to do now in order to find out an alternative to Heron is actually pretty basic. We're going to take this and basically just multiply this by a, because it's this side, and divide everything by 2. Divided by 2. I would have done a fraction, but there wasn't enough space. Now, you might be wondering, why is this formula useful? C squared, everything minus C squared minus B squared plus A squared all over 2A. And all of this goes between parentheses, squared, no, this is going between parentheses. Good, we take the square root out of this. And okay, we take the square root, multiply by a, and divide everything by 2. Okay, perfect. So you might be wondering, why do we need such a thing? And I'm going to tell you it's c squared. I'm going to write it just once more. 1 second. C squared minus b squared plus a squared. So it's c squared minus b squared plus a squared all over 2a. This is c squared minus all of this squared, the square root, everything multiplied by a all over 2. Now, you might be wondering, this seems a lot more complicated than Heron's formula would normally be. So I'm going to tell you why this is useful. So let's say we have a is 3 square root of 5. Then we have b is equal to 2 square root of 7. And c is equal to 8 square root of 13. Actually, no, that's a bit big. Just the square root of 13. Perfect. Now, if you're trying to do the Heron's formula, you're going to wind up with something extremely horrible. Is equal to 3 square root of 5 plus 2 square root of 7 plus the square root of 13 all over 2. Which is horrendous. I mean, don't even get me started. It's horrible. And this formula, in fact, is actually better because, look, c squared, that's 13. Minus, we open the parentheses, what is c squared? 13. What is b squared? That's 98. What is a squared? A squared is 9 multiplied by 5. That's 45. Good. All over 2a. And a is, and it's 6 radical 5. Radical 5, everything squared. And we do this multiplied by 8, which is 3 square root of 5. It doesn't even matter if in this parenthesis we get something negative, because we square it, and so we get rid of it. Okay, so we're going to have 13 minus, that'll be 43, 53. All over 6 square root of 5, everything squared. Great. Oh wait, this is c squared. Okay. Multiplied by 3 radical 5. Okay? Perfect. And so it's equal to 169 minus 13 minus 53, that's 40, minus 40, all over 6 square root of 5. Everything squared. Take this. And I'm quickly going to use the brush to wipe out the formula, because I need some space. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to brush this. And I'm telling you, because the reason this formula is so useful is because you get rid of all the square roots. I mean, except for a little part. You get rid of all of them. So let's try this now. We're going to have 169 minus, I'm going to take out the minus because it's squared anyway. So I'm going to simplify this fraction by 2, and we're going to get 20 all over 3 square root of 5, everything squared, square root, multiplied by 3 radical 5, all over 2. Also, side note, I forgot to add the over 2 thing here. Good. So, it's quite nice so far. Oops, I got the wrong tool and I added water. Okay, so this is quite easy so far, and we're going to finish calculating the formula. It's 169 minus 400. This is over 45, if I'm not wrong, multiplied by 3 square root of 5 all over 2. Okay, I'm going to use a calculator here because I don't feel like spending all my life. Calculator, and I'm going to put it in so that you can see it. Whoops. Okay, and it's 169 multiplied
by 45 minus 400 divided by 45. And okay, we take the square root out of this thing. Okay, whoops, did I accidentally do this? What happened? 1 second. Standard. Good, it's 169. I hate this. My god, I hate this calculator. 169 multiplied by 45 minus 400. Take the square root and you get this number. I'm going to write it down because I don't trust this calculator anymore. 84.8822. 8822. I'm not going to take the square roots and all that. I'm just going to calculate everything. Now quickly clear it. Now we have to multiply this number, 84.8822, to 3, and then multiply that by the square root of 5. And multiply by 5, divide by 5, and multiply this number, the square root of 5. The square root, yeah, okay. And multiplying that number by the square root of 5, 254 times the square root of 5, we get this number. And we divide all of that by 2, and it gives us our grand total of 284,
703. So this is a much easier way for you guys to calculate the area of the triangle. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you really liked it, make sure you're subscribed. But see you tomorrow. I'm going to post another video. Hey guys, it's Quintickle. Thank you for watching this entire video. This is some audio that I'm recording after the end of the video. I'm going to edit it in at the end. I just wanted to let you know that we now have a Discord channel. We're already at 160 members where we talk about programming, maths, all the good stuff. Come join if you're interested. Link is in the description below.